What's up, guys? It's game week 7 of the Barclays Premier League, and so far it has been really good, I have to say. Not much predictability going on, similar traits and similar things in terms of final scores, but trends and repeat things. For example, Stephen Fletcher scoring with all of the shots on target up until last week, things like that. Those continue to happen, and that's what makes the Premier League so good and so interesting to watch. This week, I'm only going to preview a few games, not all of them, because I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I don't have a lot of interest in every single game. I mean, a lot of them, yes, but not all of them. First of all, we've got Manchester City at home to Sunderland, and immediately looking at this, you would go with a Man City win. I thought so at first, until I looked at and read about history and also current form. City, no clean sheets yet so far. Or I think they've got one or two, but not very good defensively so far this year. They've been scraping by, they've come from behind quite a few times, and obviously they didn't beat Dortmund in the midweek at home, which most people would expect. In fact, it's almost a sure thing. No, don't get me twisted, it's not a sure thing, but City favourites in my opinion and in most. But they play host to Sunderland this week, who are undefeated in the Premier League so far. They beat Wigan last week, so they got their first win under their belt, and so they're kind of flying high. Also, last season, Sunderland, the only team in the entire league to get a draw at the Etihad. So there you go. Don't even think about counting them out straight away. It's not a sure thing. Sunderland have got it, they've got their defence on lock, they know how to keep it, they just need to start winning. I would still back City to win the game, probably 2-0, maybe it could go the other way and go 4-0, but just don't fall into the trap that, City are playing, they'll win. It's a 12:45 kickoff as well, so it'll be interesting to see. Next, we've got Chelsea v Norwich at Stamford Bridge. Again, most people will go for a Chelsea win, and I would as well, and I'll tell you why. Just because they started so strongly so far. Hardly any mistakes, defence is solid, attack is solid, midfield is solid, you've got young players coming through, you've got all of this stuff coming together, experience in Lampard, experience in Terry, all of these things come into collision, and that I think will equal a successful season for Chelsea. Torres started to score and rack up more points, so there's a plus for Chelsea fans again. Oscar, I really do rate him, but obviously Norwich, they have always have a chance and the ability. Look what they did to Tottenham, late goal. So if Chelsea don't go 2 goals up, Norwich could always pull it back. So I'll go with Chelsea win, but be wary of the Norwich effect. Next, we have West Ham vs Arsenal at the Berlin ground, they call it now. It's the late kickoff, so a bit iffy. Arsenal have won. They've only lost the last 2 out of 10 against West Ham. You should be saying we should be winning all 10 out of 10, considering especially towards the end, they weren't as much of a good team. But they're back in the Prem, they're on it. Allardyce is a good manager, and I'm almost certain they're going to bring it. Arsenal need to make sure they stay on track, don't rack up another loss. Back-to-back losses in the league is not at all what anyone wants. And if it does happen, then it'll be ridiculous. Next, we've got Liverpool versus Stoke, and Liverpool raped Norwich. Not even an understatement. They raped him. They took him out and they raped him. So you would think that they are in form, they're going to carry it on, but no. Midweek they go and lose 3-2 to Udinese. Fair enough. I mean, I profited from it. I had a bet on. So Udinese won and Liverpool lost. But it's back to old ways. Own goals, mistakes, Suarez scoring and performing and doing well, but ultimately Liverpool falling at the last hurdle. Now, home form is so important, and it just baffles me when I was reading, it was a week ago, maybe 2, that United and Arsenal have taken more points at Anfield in 2012 than Liverpool had. Fucking ridiculous. Having said that, Stoke don't travel well. They're a difficult team to play against, but they don't necessarily travel well. And depending on how the game goes, decisions, referee decisions, especially to do with that man, Swar, the won't be racist, especially to do with him, that can decide the game, in my opinion. Crouch is in form though, second top point scorer in Fantasy Premier League, so don't think Stoke don't have the ability to score. Walters and Crouch, goals. There you go. And then finally, we've got Newcastle versus Manchester United. First of all, I think United will win. Next, I think Demba Ba will score. Demba Ba scored in both meetings of Manchester United last year, and this season he's also got 6 goals in 6 appearances. I'd be a fool not to predict what I just said, but I think he might score first. However, United have Rooney back to play with Van Persie, they've got Kagawa, they've got all these attacking options. I do think they will ultimately win. They did struggle a bit in midweek, and there is a game travelling from Cluj to Newcastle to play Newcastle, who were at home in midweek. They didn't play a strong side, they played quite a weak side and still won 3-0. Amiobi was playing. However, United played a really strong side in midweek, and now they've got to play a strong side against Newcastle. Newcastle will have the returns of players like Ben Arfa, Kabaye, Bar, Cisse, Gutierrez, all these players. And whereas United don't have much squad rotation to go on, I still go with United win, like I said, but don't count Newcastle out. And it sounds a bit funny that I'm saying it could go either way on every single game. It's true, but favourites are obviously United. Percy's probably going to score. The bastard. Rooney might score or get an assist. I don't know if Kagawa's getting much game time. Other than all that, I don't see Newcastle coming out with a win, even though they did beat them last season when they were on a low. United just don't see it going Newcastle's way. So this has been my preview to the weekend. I will do a review video of the Arsenal game if I'm able to watch it. Might not be able to. I was going to do just a preview of Arsenal game, but I decided not to. Anyway, it's been me. I will check back with you guys in a couple of days, or maybe even later today. So have a good one, and it's Wildest Gameplay. Don't forget to click that subscribe button up there. Laters.